My name is Carmen. Um, my brother's an addict. My brother was an addict. Um, this morning I'm sorry, I forgot. Before Al-Anon, um, I was a cook. I mean, I'm still a cook. I'm just a different type of cook, I guess. My brother and I like to cook a lot together, um, especially when we were kids. Food was always our common ground. Um, we wanted to open up a restaurant together. We had a name, we had a vibe, all of it. My brother was the kind of person that can make you feel confident in yourself. You know, if I was scared or nervous as a kid, he would always tell me to just face it. You know, um, he had this thing that he'd say. Stupid. He would always say, "Let it rip." He was loud. He was hilarious. And he had this amazing ability. He could just walk into any room and take the temperature of it instantly. He could just dial it, and I'm not built like that. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. When I was a kid, I had a stutter. Um, I was scared to speak half the time, and I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. Didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought that my brother was my best friend. You know, like we just knew everything about each other. Except everybody thought that he was their best friend. You know, he was that magnetic. I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? And as we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him really. He stopped letting me into the restaurant a few years ago. He just cut me off cold. And that hurt, you know? And I think that just flipped a switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. And because we had this connection through food, and because he made me feel so lame and rejected and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was gonna go work in all the best restaurants in the world. I was gonna go work in real kitchens. You know, like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And I know that sounds ridiculous when I'm saying that now, but that's exactly what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me. You know, I separated herbs and I shucked oysters and clams and uni and I cut myself and I got garlic and onions and peppers underneath my fingernails and in my eyes, and my skin was dry and oily at the same time, and my fingertips had calluses on them from the knives, and my stomach was fucked. And it was everything. After a couple years, this funny thing started to happen where for the first time in my life, I found this station for myself. You know, I was fast. I wasn't afraid. And it was clear. I felt okay, you know. I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperatures, sauces, all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant to stage, I'd look at them like they were competition, like I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. I felt like I could speak through the food, I could communicate through creativity and that kind of confidence. You know, I was finally good at something. And that was so new. That was so exciting. And I just wanted him to know that. Fuck. I just wanted him to be like, good job. And the more our relationship kind of strained, the deeper into this I went. And the better I got. And the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive. And I lost track of time and he died. And he left me his restaurant. And for the last couple months, I've been trying to fix it up because it was in rough shape. You know, and I think it's clear to me that me trying to fix the restaurant is me trying to fix whatever happened with my brother. I don't know. Maybe fix the whole family. Because that restaurant, it has, and it does, mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.